Hello friends. Recently I moved my sites from a standard old web server to the new server, and I needed a simple PHP benchmark to check which of the available options is fastest and suits best for my websites. I want to share that simple benchmark file that you can use to measure web server performance and decide which one you want to purchase for hosting your websites. I will post a link to this PHP file, and you can just copy this code and create a bench.php file and post it to your web server and run it through your web browser. See performance for each server. And instead of installing full WordPress and using some plugins to see WordPress performance, this simple PHP file, just copying and running is much easier and much simpler to run. Let me show you results of benchmark. It will measure CPU score, like CPU time and hard disk time. The important part is CPU. Generally, hard disk is fast, and these results are from my old server. So I used this server for more than 10 years, and it's generally fine for hosting websites. But with recent updates of WordPress and other plugins like WooCommerce and other heavy plugins, I needed to move to a faster server. And in terms of price, old server and new server is same price. Price does not change, but the CPU and RAM and hard disk is much faster and much newer than old one. So this is old server I am moving away from, and this is the new server that I chose, and you can see here CPU time is 0.14 seconds, and while previously it was 0.65, which is about 4 or 5 times, close to 5 times faster than old one. And in terms of hard disk, it's again around 5 times faster than old server. Also, I checked VPS server, which is twice cheaper than dedicated server, and it's much faster. As you can see, it's 0.06 seconds, which is about twice or 2.5 times faster than new dedicated server. But it has less RAM. It has 8 GB RAM, while dedicated server has 32 gigabytes. And dedicated server is much stable than virtual private server VPS, so I chose dedicated server. And also I run my test sites on local server, and here is a benchmark results for local server, which is this laptop. It shows that it's twice slower than my new server. So looking at these benchmark numbers at CPU measurements, I can see my new server is much faster, and hopefully it will serve me for 5 or maybe even 10 years further. You can get script from my website. I will post a link in description. Just copy this PHP code and then navigate to your server, create a file, you can call it bench.php or any other custom name, and then paste your content, code content here, then save changes and navigate to that page in your browser. So it will be your website /bench.php, and you will see results like this and make a decision which server fits your needs, and then purchase that server for 1 year. And generally for testing you can purchase it for 1 month and then extend it for 1 year once you find a suitable server for your website. And then after you make decision, you can move all your websites like can be 10 or 20 websites, WordPress websites to new server. Also, if you want to optimize your WordPress for better page speed, you can use a simple checklist that I use for optimizing WordPress websites. You can get it from my website, webpa.com/speed. Simple to follow PDF checklist. Thank you for watching and liking these videos. See you in next videos. Bye.